I was driving home from Christmas at my grandmother's house on these narrow backcountry roads, and the snow was a-falling, the snow was a-blowing. The weather outside was frightening, there was no fire in sight to be delightening. Also, delightening, Jamaican for the lightning. I'm doing my best to stay on the road, even though I have a large-ish car, I'm having a hard time. It's fishtailing, doing a little bit of this business. You know, this kind of waviness where are you uncomfortable yet? Because I sure am. And as I'm cruising along, what to my eyes should appear but another fellow traveler stuck in a ditch, coming like towards me, but in my side of the road ditch. He's down in there, he can't get out, he's shoveling with all of his might. As I'm passing him, I slow down, as if to say, and then ride on by. And as I'm driving down the road, the guilt starts to just blanket itself over me ever so gently. Like, Brandon, buddy, why you gotta get home so quick? You got nothing to do. And I'm like, but couch. And it's like, you got a lot of stuff for Christmas that you really didn't do enough good things to earn. You have a deficit there that you have to make up for. And I'm like, but we said we weren't gonna talk about that. We discussed this before. We were just gonna be the same. Eventually I come to my good senses. I get to an intersection and I turn around and I start to come back the way I came. So I get to where he was in the road and I get out of my car and he gets out of his car and I say, do you need any help? And he says, no, my dad's coming, everything's gonna be fine, but thank you. I say, okay, I get back in my car. I'm feeling great at this point. I'm just dripping with good karma. I'm sitting in a giant pool of my own good karma. My list of good karmatic deeds is karmaculate. Now being filled up with this pride that is the goodness and kindness that resides within my heart, I head down the road to another intersection to turn back around and come down the road the way that I need to go to get home. No, I tried to turn around in the middle of the road and got stuck in the same ditch that the other guy was stuck in. That's reality. I managed to drive myself into the exact same ditch that I just tried to help a person out of not 30 seconds ago. All of that good karma I had within me just started to seep out of my pores and drench me in shame that just soaked all of my clothes and left me looking pale and pathetic. So I get out of my car again and I look over and here comes my brethren in stuckedness with his big manly snow shovel to help me out. And I get in the back of my car and I get out my little shovel that I have and it's just a tiny little thing. I have to look around to see if there's a label I need to scratch off that says this is just a toy. So we're down there digging away at my tires, trying to get the snow out of the way, and as we're doing this, I'm suddenly enveloped in this bright light, and it just seems to encompass me completely. And it's like everywhere and nowhere all at once. It's coming into my soul and shooting out of my fingertips, and I can softly hear a chorus of angels singing somewhere in the distance. And I turn around, and there before me is the biggest friggin' tractor that I've ever seen in my life with enough light power on it to make the sun kind of wonder how it can be in two places at once. The other guy's father has come to save us all. He gets out of his tractor, and he comes and talks to his son for a minute, and then he comes over to me and he puts his arm around me and he says, "Good Samaritan, huh?" So I tried to make a little bit of light conversation. Yeah, I just tried to turn around in the road. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought the road was a little bit wider. Maybe my car could handle it. Apparently, I was completely wrong. Really, on the inside, I was thinking, thank God just give me a hug. Just hold me for a while, just a little while. Hold me and tell me everything's gonna be okay. Luckily, with the help of these two fine fellows, I was able to quickly get my car up out of the ditch, and after about a billion thank yous, I headed on my way. Except I was still going the wrong way, so I had to turn around and head back past them ashamedly one last time. When you help somebody out, do it graciously. Because fate is a fickle mistress, and she will turn her tables, they're not even tables anymore. It's a giant lazy Susan she's got. And she will give you the hand that she's dealt somebody else so quick just to watch the chaos ensue and chuckle to herself. As they say, pride comes before a fall. And for me, that fall was about 5 feet down into a snowy ditch.